Join me as I dive into the ultimate challenge, figuring out which gas packs a bigger punch for our breath, carbon dioxide or oxygen. Both carbon dioxide and oxygen are crucial for life on Earth. Without them, we wouldn't be here, and yet, we often take them for granted. So, let's set the stage for this investigation. What's the bigger breather, carbon dioxide or oxygen? When we think about our atmosphere and ecosystem, it's easy to assume that oxygen is the clear winner. After all, we need it to breathe, and it makes up a significant portion of the air we inhale. But what about carbon dioxide? It gets a bad rap for being a greenhouse gas, contributing to climate change, and yet, it plays a vital role in many biological processes. The question is, which gas plays a bigger role in our atmosphere and ecosystem, and why does it matter for climate change and survival? We often hear about the importance of reducing carbon emissions, but what does that really mean? Is it a matter of simply cutting back on carbon dioxide production, or is there more to the story? And what about oxygen? Is it just a passive participant in the grand scheme of things, or does it have a more active role to play? The answers to these questions might surprise you. To get to the heart of the matter, we need to understand how both gases interact with our planet. From the perspective of climate change, it's easy to villainize carbon dioxide, but what about its role in plant growth and development? And when it comes to oxygen, we tend to think of it as a byproduct of photosynthesis, but what about its impact on the atmosphere as a whole? The more we dig into the functions of these gases, the more complex the picture becomes. On one hand, carbon dioxide is responsible for the enhanced greenhouse effect, which is driving global temperatures up. On the other hand, it's a critical component of plant respiration, providing the energy they need to grow and thrive. And then there's oxygen, which is essential for our own respiration, but also plays a key role in regulating the Earth's climate. It's clear that both gases are interconnected in ways we're still trying to understand. As we navigate the complexities of the carbon and oxygen cycles, it becomes clear that the relationship between these gases is far more nuanced than we often give it credit for. They're not separate entities, pitted against each other in some kind of ecological battle. Rather, they're two sides of the same coin, working together to sustain life on Earth. So, what's the bigger breather, carbon dioxide or oxygen? Well, the answer isn't quite so simple. It's not a question of which one is more important, but rather, how they interact and impact the world around us. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of carbon dioxide and oxygen. If you've got thoughts on the topic, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And if you're curious about more climate change related topics, be sure to check out our video on